Lez Hang Out. And let's talk about what Lez is about. And let's listen to two lesbians shout. Lez Hang Out.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Lez Hang Out. I'm Ellie Brigida.
And I'm Lee Holmes Foster, and here's what's happening this week.
This week in the Lesdom.
This week in the Lesdom is a place where we can touch base each episode about things going on with the podcast or otherwise. In season 9, we are continuing to release our Patreon bonus episodes. Our last one was on Looking for Her. You can listen to that at bit.ly/LezPatreon.
In the greater Les universe, you know who's not gay is Kendall Jenner. And you know who would really like for you to stop talking about it? Is Kendall Jenner. Kendall Jenner was just on a podcast talking about how she totally knows that everyone seems to think she's like secretly a lesbian, and she hasn't been like a member of the queer community, but she would be totally transparent about it if she was. And she doesn't identify as gay, but like she totally wouldn't hide it, and just, you know, would like everyone to know that. So I don't have any strong feelings about this. I'm just saying, like, in Kendall Jenner's own words, like, please stop talking about how gay she is or isn't.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's okay if she is, but
it's okay if
she's not.
And it's totally fine that she's not.
Mm-hmm. Also, I read this article that said, could sports bars revive the lesbian bar scene? And found it interesting because there are quite a few new lesbian sports bars popping up. There's Chapstick, which is an expansion of the Lipstick Lounge in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Babes, which is a new one in Chicago. There is the Sports Bra that opened in Portland, Oregon. They're recently opening an expansion in Boston, which makes a lot of sense because people be gay here. But I feel like we just recorded an episode on Heated Rivalry, which is coming up soon, everyone. And I feel like this is like a cultural revolution of queer people in sports. So I found it to be interesting and also like makes sense. Like there's a big contingent of women's sports that are very queer dominated. Lesbians like to be out at not an ungodly hour. Like bring us out for a 4 p.m. Sunday game and get us back in bed with our wives by 9. You know what I mean?
Living the dream.
I don't know if the sports bars are really speaking to me personally, but I understand culturally. It makes a lot of sense.
Also, in the greater Les universe, so there is a Japanese pop group that was started sort of launching their, you know, like online stuff in 2022 called Extraordinary Girls, going by XG.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought this was super cute because a month ago, one of the members came out as non-binary transmasc member named Kokona, and they decided within a month they have rebranded, so they're keeping XG, but it no longer stands for Extraordinary Girls. It stands for Extraordinary Genes, GENES, which I feel like the choice is
it's a little misguided, but you know what?
Questionable, but I love the energy. I love that it, like, literally in weeks, they
were like, we affirm your gender.
Yes, and I just think that's so cute. I love that.
We affirm your gender, and we're eugenicists.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Listen,
you can't win them all. You can't win them all.
I think it's the A is for effort.
Yes.
Ellie, and I just think it's really cute, and I love that I just like that they even bothered, you know, to be like... I mean,
there's no other options, to be fair. Like, what? Extraordinary Gators, like, Extraordinary Grapes, Extraordinary Gays. Could have gone with that.
Extraordinary Goblins. Extraordinary Giraffes.
Yeah. I think, you know... I get it. They were doing a brainstorm and jeans flowed the best. I get it.
It's
giving
worse.
Sydney Sweeney, but it's okay.
Oh no.
This just in. Sydney Sweeney joins Extraordinary Jeans. That's what's happening this week. Back to you, Ellie and Lee. Thanks, Ellie and Lee, and welcome to our 160th installment of Should Have Been Gay.
Oh, it was fun, it was great, but it should have been a little more gay.
And in this week's episode, do I even make you guess, Ellie? You got to know what's coming, right?
Yes. You're just too good to be true.
Can't take my eyes off of you. It just picture me, ba-da, 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 ba-ba. It's me and a big Jesus dancing, okay?
Which is how I always envision you, actually.
That's correct. Thank you.
Yeah, every time I think of you.
It's me spooning a giant Jesus.
Yes.
With Velcro arms wrapped around me. I'm so happy.
I was really not, like, we'll talk about experience. I was not really expecting that, and I should have. Yeah.
Well,
so
we
good.
are very excited to dive into this absolutely bonkers movie, and we are even more excited to be joined by a special guest today. We have Olivia Levine, who's a queer actor, comedian, and writer, the creator of Unstuck, a one-person show about growing up with OCD, and you can catch her every month at the Stonewall Inn in a queer comedy show called Strapped. Olivia, thanks for being here.
Hey, what's up? So happy to be here.
We are so happy to have you here. Will you tell our listeners a little bit about your one-person show?
Oh, totally. Yes. Okay. So Unstuck is about growing up with OCD and sort of how that intersected with the development of my sexuality and more specifically my queerness. Kind of like goes through my life from early childhood to near the present moment. And I talk about my relationships with my family and my romantic partners and my friends. And it's pretty funny, I think. It's poignant at moments, I believe. It's a nice time. Yeah.
Nice. And are you doing that, or is it currently running, or?
It just finished like a 3-week run at Soho Playhouse in New York City, and there could be a future for it soon. There are some things in the works. I'll
bring it to the Bay.
I actually am bringing it to the Bay, which I just realized.
Yes.
In March, I'm bringing it to something called the Playground Festival, which is like a solo show festival. So, yeah, many months out, but happening nonetheless.
I'm on the lookout because now we always do people out doing stuff in New York and I'm always like, bring it to the Bay. No one ever does. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm bringing it to you and I think you'll enjoy it. Bring your friends. Honestly, I don't know that many people in the Bay anymore. So you got to round up some folks for me.
Okay. Bring your trivia
Get the gays.
team.
Yeah.
Let's go lesbians. Here we go.
Absolutely.
I'm so ready.
Thank you.
Love it. And we're excited today because we're also going to be talking about Drop Dead Gorgeous, which you had recommended.
Ellie just pauses. The rest of the episode is just a lengthy pause as Ellie processes.
Yeah.
I did. I recommended it, and I will be honest, I had not watched it in a while. And there were some things I didn't remember, and I was floored. At moments, I was floored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into cult classic 1999 Drop Dead Gorgeous, as always, with our IMDb synopsis, which is as follows. A small town beauty pageant turns deadly as it becomes clear that someone will go to any lengths to win.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the better IMDb synopses we've had, I will say.
It definitely tells the story. I don't know if it tells the gayest story that we would like to tell.
You got to read between the lines a little bit. So, Olivia, start us off. What's your gay synopsis for Drop Dead Gorgeous?
Okay, my gay synopsis is 2 former lovers, played by Kirstie Alley and Ellen Barkin, have their daughters go into a beauty pageant to you just duke it out because they're mad that their relationship didn't work out. And so they're living vicariously through their daughters because they're just upset about the implosion of their former gay relationship. But now Ellen Barkin's dating Allison Janney. So it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That we are going to dive into for sure because there's a lot to unpack there. Can't wait.
Ellie, what about you? What's your gay synopsis?
Okay, here's mine. Bury Your Gays goes way too far in this campy small-time beauty pageant full of queer people.
Love.
And they're they killed the gayest one first. That's all.
I know. That's was my first thought. Of course, just kill the most queer-coded character in the first 5 minutes. Duh.
Kill the lesbian first.
It was 1999,
Yeah, they could not have the lesbian in the pageant.
They got rid of her immediately.
Yeah.
There was no disqualification, just explosion.
Yep. They just blew her up.
Yep. They blew up the lesbian. So that's the movie I was watching. I just feel like so many of those pageant girls are gay. So can't
100%.
wait to dive into the high school queerness of it all. But I do love the multi-generational queerness. That is great. Mhm. Lee, what about you?
Okay, I went with a different set of relationships. So I said small town girlfriends, Amber and Lisa, help Amber achieve her dreams, all while jealous closeted dyke Becky seethes from the darkness of her mother's shadow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yes. Okay, wait, which one was Lisa? Is that Brittany Murphy?
Yeah.
And I'm making
Brittany
that.
Murphy.
Okay, that's what I thought. Like Brittany Murphy's definitely gay. Kind of
Oh,
in
yeah.
everything.
Oh,
but
for
definitely
sure.
that is-
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they fully kissed on the mouth.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
It's canon as far
Like
as I'm
that
concerned.
was like, she was like, here, take my clothes, kiss me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell
Win
yeah.
it for me, baby.
You know you like wearing my clothes, baby. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Like, why
This
didn't we think about this
is-
before? Take my clothes.
Yeah, and the outfit itself, very gay. Like the little
Gay.
tailored suit
Mhm.
situation, ruffled top hat, for sure. Actually, the more I
Mhm.
think about the movie, the more I do realize I think every character is gay. That's true.
Yo,
Yes.
and we're going to talk about all of them, don't worry. But before we do, tell us, because this was your recommendation. So tell us a little bit about your experience. It sounds like historical long time in the past experience with Drop Dead Gorgeous and your experience rewatching it.
Okay, so the reason I recommended this, I think, was like I have this memory of Drop Dead Gorgeous. Like I loved Kirsten Dunst growing up, and I think I must have just had like the biggest crush on her, obviously. And I think I remember like watching it at a sleepover with someone who was like probably my first love. So I think I just have this like really gay recollection of the whole experience, you know? And so then when I thought of like a movie that was gay, it's just like gay from all angles. Like my initial experience taking it in was gay. I think my love for Kirsten, gay. I think she reminds me a little bit of my mom, which is a weird thing to say, but that feels gay. So I think like I was just like, this has a gay place in my heart. And I didn't really remember a lot of it. And I will say was a little shocked in watching it because it doesn't entirely hold up. But,
Yes.
that's that.
I feel as though we do a lot of like older shit up gays. And this is like 1999 is like, this movie is quite in that time.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Some of them we watch and we're like, oh, still holds up. And some of them you watch and you're like, holy fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so much to dive into, truly.
Yeah.
I mean, what about you, Ellie? Had you seen it before?
So I feel like I have sort of similar experience. I mean, not like no one reminds me of my mom, but but besides that, no. I feel like I did watch it when I was younger because I feel like it's just like one of those movies. We're probably in a similar age demographic. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a classic in the time when you're like in your adolescence and you're like, must watch Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
So I remember that, but I agree, like, I didn't remember that much. It's not something that I have watched recently. I do feel like I still thoroughly enjoyed it and just had to like turn my brain off for all the super problematic things.
I know, but it was a lot of making fun of people with disabilities. We got some racism. We got who knows what else. But yes. Turn the brain off a little.
A lot of ableism. Yeah, the anorexia. Like, I think similarly though, like I do feel like Kirsten Dunst is like, she's just brilliant. Like I just feel like as an actress,
she's so good.
So good.
Mhm.
Like I think like one of the parts I vividly remember that when I watched it again, I was laughing again is when she's tap dancing with the dead people.
Yes.
Like that, like her whole like storyline where she's like doing the dead people's makeup, like that part cracks me up. Her entire persona through this just like is endearing and also like unhinged. Every character is unhinged, and I think like those are the kinds of comedies that I like.
Totally.
Like it's a very like unhinged character piece.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
100%.
But yeah,
No.
script wise, they could have made different choices.
For sure.
Character acting on point.
Well, listen, I had never seen this movie.
Oh, wow. Okay. Exciting.
So this was a real trip into the past of an experience. Because it was very funny. Like I watched it with my wife this week, and literally every single person that comes on screen, we were just like, oh my God.
The
cast, what is this cast?
stacked.
The
Right,
cast
like Amy
is
Adams.
incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, like Amy Adams, Kirstie Alley. It's just, I mean, Allison
Denise
Janney,
Richards.
like,
Right, Denise
It's-
Richards, Ellen Barkin.
yes.
Brittany Murphy.
it's
Like,
an incredibly stacked cast.
It really
Just-
is.
And so it was this weird balance between being like, oh my God, I love them, and then listening to the movie
mhm.
and just being like, oh, okay, that's happening. And then, but also being like, right, I mean, I've seen these movies. I'm not unfamiliar with late 90s, early aughts fare of comedy. And it also, I mean, it has like legitimately hysterical parts of it. Like,
Mhm.
and so you'd kind of go from like laughing at something to then being like, ew,
Yes.
to then like, oh my God,
Totally.
they're in the, it was a real, it was
It's a
journey.
roller coaster. Yeah.
It really
It was a real
is.
roller coaster.
But there is some good physical comedy, I feel like.
Yes.
The other thing that I feel like surprised me, that I do just want to talk about so that our listeners know in case it happens to come up, you can't watch this. You can't find this. It doesn't exist. It was a real struggle to watch this movie. You can't rent it on Amazon. You can't stream it anywhere.
Wait, so what did you? I found it on Roku and I was like, oh, I feel so bad. I can't find this anywhere. I downloaded Crunchyroll, not knowing that that was an anime app because it said that it had it. Then I was like, this is really not right. Then
Yeah.
I tried to download something else, didn't work out. Then I went to Roku channel. My ex-girlfriend's payment information was in there. And as y'all can probably tell, I'm not great with computers. So I have to figure out how to input my payment information, get some sort of service called Howdy and on Roku, and then I could watch it. So it was a journey. But so how did you watch it?
Okay, well, I saved Ellie some trouble because my plan originally was that I was just like, oh, I'll just rent it, I'll watch it. Like, I watch things on my commute a lot, right? Because then I don't have to force my wife to watch every movie with me. I spent the first probably like 35 to 40 minutes of my commute on Monday just doing this same game of like trying to find it anywhere. Because I looked up and it was like, it's on Tubi. Went on Tubi, not on Tubi. It's a weird TV series called Drop Dead Gorgeous. Totally different thing.
Okay.
So then it was like, oh, it might be on HBO Max. So I had to like go find an old login for HBO Max that like one of our friends let us use one time and like go on there. I also saw Crunchyroll, or I think one of them, but it was like you have to sign up for like a monthly account. And I was like, I'm not paying a monthly, signing up for a monthly thing that I will forget to cancel for the next 2 years just to watch this movie. So I'll try to find it somewhere else. I'm deep in Reddit threads at this point.
I know, me too.
Deep in the Reddit threads. And I did end up finding a link that worked, but it's one of those like, like Tiny Zone or like something, I don't remember what it was, where it's just like, here's a link that's 90% pop-up ads. Every time you try to click on the screen, it's another pop-up ad. And I was trying to do this on my phone. And so I was like, okay, well, this is unwatchable on a phone. Although the link does work. No, it's fine. We ended up working it out, but like you did have to watch it on a computer because I was like, I can't. Every time you get a pop-up on your phone, it opens a new tab and like boots you out of what you're doing. And so I was like, well, this is absolutely impossible. So I will not be able to watch this on my commute. So I like get home that night and tell my wife, I was like, so we're watching this movie, just so you know. But I did then get to at least just send Ellie the link, which hopefully worked for you, Ellie. It did work for us.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, why did Roku come up? I know this is obviously the most fascinating of conversation, but I'm curious as to why Roku didn't come up for you.
I think I saw Roku, but don't you have to have a Roku thing to watch
You
things
do.
on Roku?
You need a Roku.
See, and I don't.
And my ex has the Roku that I guess I still have access to. It's okay.
There you go.
I've recently taken to calling her my best Frex because she's my best friend and my ex. And so I'm gonna throw that term out there. If anyone's
I like
interested in
that. I
utilizing
feel
it.
like there's probably quite a few people who have a best Frex.
So many best Frexes, but I don't know if anyone's using that terminology. So I just sort of wanted
this
to
is
Yeah,
new.
let's
We're
spread
gonna
it.
make Frex happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Best Frex.
We're gonna
Yeah.
make best Frex happen, but it flows less good for the quote purpose. So
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
make Frex happen. You're right. Okay, let's stick to that.
Mhm.
That's better.
That's so good.
I love this.
But yes, we did find it and we did watch it. I'm like, also, I feel like we said this before, but like, I'm like, just like trigger warning for this movie in general. Like,
maybe I'll give a super quick, in case people haven't seen it and can't find it and want, don't have the Tiny Zone link, although hit me up, it might be good for another week. You never know. Here's a general gist of the movie. It is a mockumentary about a small town Minnesota beauty pageant run by the Sarah Rose Cosmetics Corporation, where Denise Richards just slowly kills. I mean, at this point, it's not a big place, so probably like a good 3 or 4% of the town of Mount Rose, Minnesota, to win a beauty pageant. And it is, it's offensive. Name a way that something could be offensive. It's probably offensive. Yeah.
Also,
in that way.
Was it Denise Richards or was it Kirstie Alley?
I think it was Kirstie Alley behind it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
no?
It was Kirstie Alley.
That's a good question. Who do we think is killing them?
Well, she's the one that goes to prison. Kirstie goes to prison, right?
Well, yeah, but because Becky blows up.
Oh. Yeah, but she has this whole rant at the end where she's like, I should have killed you when I had the chance. Like
it's true. I think she's the mastermind.
Yeah.
She's definitely. I think that Becky might have killed that. I think Becky might have killed Brett.
For sure.
So, anyways, there's a lot of death, a lot of sudden deaths.
Yes.
A lot of comical, hysterical, sudden deaths. A lot of use of the R word, and some real misrepresentation of eating disorders.
Yeah.
And the deaf community and
the deaf community.
Oh, and then there's the adopted woman with her parents. And that feels problematic. Some racist stuff happening. Yeah.
It's a real, listen, it's a real encapsulation of 1999 media.
Yeah.
As a whole.
The plush Jesus on a cross situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but it's but it's great.
It's great.
Of the time it hits. Let's discuss the gayness, though, because that's why we're here. So, Olivia, why don't you just kick us off? Talk to me about the Kirstie Alley, Ellen Barkin of it all, the Gladys and Annette.
Okay, right. So in the movie, these are Kirstie Alley's the mom of Denise Richards. Ellen Barkin is the mom of Kirsten Dunst. They were both former beauty pageant contestants, and now they want their daughters to win. Ellen Barkin will not go to the lengths that Kirstie Alley will, partially because she's also been blown up in an accident and doesn't have, much capacity to do anything physical. But I believe they were lovers at Mount Rose High School back in the day. And then maybe because one of them got farther in the pageant, their love sort of, dissolved. It became a little bit more tense. It was fraught after the results came out, and they couldn't really move, they couldn't take it to the next level because there was a lot of jealousy in their relationship, but they did have hot chemistry. And so maybe sometimes they would sleep with each other again later on. Maybe they've been sleeping with each other even over the course of the film. Who's to really say?
Who knows? Yeah.
But they're the gay moms, and I think ultimately they did have gay daughters. I think every woman in this movie is probably gay. And now Ellen Barkin has a relationship with Allison Janney. She cuts Allison Janney's hair, wink, wink, and they're very supportive, loving queer couple in the movie, I believe.
I do feel like the Allison Janney, Ellen Barkin, I'm like, it's funny because I'm like, I have the IMDb pulled up because I'm like, I'm not going to remember any of their names, but I remember the actresses.
Yeah, I remember the actors' names.
Yeah.
Like, I could not tell you, but they're Loretta and Annette.
Loretta and Annette. Loretta is Allison Janney, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So I feel like that is like full canon. Like, the other stuff is like more subtext that we can guess about, but like, there are no men to be seen in Loretta and Annette's situation, right?
Well, Loretta is trying to take home the guys that are filming, but I think that's just for show. That's just so no one catches on totally,
Yeah, it's like she's on camera, so she's like, I'm straight, wink.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's not, we're not buying it. And I feel like the other thing is, they have this whole conversation about Kirsten Dunst. I'm like, what's Kirsten Dunst's name also? Amber's dad. That's like, she doesn't really know who her dad is, right? And it's like, it's giving sperm donor.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I picked him out of a book.
Yeah, it's giving like closed adoption, and they're like, we're going to pretend like we can tell you who he is.
Right. Like, nobody knows and nobody cares. So.
Yeah. Amber doesn't care, and it's like Amber and Loretta are talking about it together, like, oh, yeah. Loretta's her mom. Right.
Yeah, and she's a good mom. Like, she's there when Annette's in the hospital. Like, she's always at the house. She's always there.
Yeah, like, does she live in that trailer with them also? Like, does she have her own?
She ostensibly has a trailer, like 2 trailers down. It feels like when you go visit, you know, like the gay aunt in the family who's like, this is my roommate, and they have 2 bedrooms, but only one of them really has a bed in it.
Right.
You know? That's what it feels like.
Because we are in the God-fearing, you know, town of Mount Rose, as they make very clear. So they have to have that kind of setup for sure.
Loretta's trailer's just like one empty box and like a shoe in the corner, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, also, like, I'm actually curious, where do they sleep after their trailer explodes? Do they stay at Loretta's?
That's what's convenient about having a second trailer for show.
Yeah, it's like, well, our trailer blew up, so now we can just move in with Loretta. And then they never
Except
leave.
I think Annette's like at the hospital for a weirdly long time. Like she always like she comes out and then she goes back to her hospital bed. Like that's just kind of where she's like set up camp. Yeah.
She had a whole hand amputated eventually. Like she's got some rehabbing to do, okay?
I do like really remember that from watching it when I was younger, that her hand got, you know, the beer melded with her hand. That was a big part of my memory of the movie.
It's also, I mean, I do have to say, as much as there are so many problematic parts of this movie, like little beats like that of the like hand melted to the beer can, transition to the hand holding the beer can clearly just wrapped in gauze, transition to the missing hand with a stump at the end, transition to like the scene with the little like
mechanical situation,
claw hook hand. I'm like, honestly, like that's such good comedy beat, you know? It's
also, doesn't she slap her with her beer hand?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Amber's like, I'm not gonna do the pageant.
yes, she does. She does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's so good. It's so good. And then, you know, and then you just gotta look past so much of the rest of it.
Yes. But I do feel like that's obvious. Like, it's so canon. Like, at the end, like, they're together in the audience. Like, basically holding hands.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
Watching her. Like, it's very much they're a couple. It's giving, like, I feel like this is in the same era of the Best in Show kind of situations, right?
Totally.
So it's, like, giving Jennifer Coolidge and Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
Like, they don't make it as obvious that they're together, but like they're together.
And it feels healthy. Like it feels like a nice, healthy relationship to me. As healthy as any relationship in this movie could possibly.
Yes. I feel like Loretta is a very supportive second mom.
She is.
She's
she
like,
totally is.
She's so in. She's
she
like,
she really steps in. She steps up. You know, listen, she's the mom who stepped up in this movie.
Well, it feels like she was already her emergency contact. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it didn't feel like, well, what are we going to do now? Like, you don't have a mom. It was like, you have 2 moms and your other mom's going to deal with everything.
Absolutely.
She's going to take you to the airport Howard Johnson.
They got so excited about that.
In the hearse.
I know.
Yes, absolutely. And Kirsten Dunst very much has like the energy of someone with 2 moms in this movie. You know?
Oh, God, yeah.
She's just got that kind of wholesome vibe where you're like, 2 strong lesbians raised me, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wanted.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it is interesting. I just feel like I said, the adoption situation, it feels like she's not giving daughter of a single mom.
No.
Not at all. No,
not at all.
No.
That is a lesbian daughter. Let's talk a little bit about Gladys, the Kirstie Alley of it all.
She's also incredible in this. I mean, like,
I'd say this is some of Kirstie Alley's best work. This and It Takes Two. Those are my top. You know,
what a role, what a part.
I feel like also it's just giving like so conservative that you're gay.
Yes. See, absolutely.
Like, she's just like screaming like, I swear to God, I love America, and I love my husband.
I love this absolutely terrible man I married.
Right. He's such a schlub. Yeah. He's just like hunched over smoking a cigarette, drunk all the time, right?
Saying the most racist things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And literally until we talk about someone, I forget all the problematic shit they did. And then I'm like, oh, right, all the Mexico stuff. Yeah, he's bad.
One thing about the Kirstie Alley thing, though, is maybe she's giving conservative because low key, I think Kirstie Alley was conservative.
Mhm.
So maybe
I mean,
she's just
Kirstie Alley as a person was problematic.
yeah, for sure.
Yes, but
So,
it is very protesting too much. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Ellie. The whole like, oh, here's my daughter, she's dancing with Jesus, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a little on the nose, is what it feels like.
absolutely. And I mean, I just feel like it's like, I don't know, running like a women's beauty pageant feels like being like the head of like a all girls camp, you know? It's just sort of
Mhm.
like, that's dyke vibes right there.
Mhm. Like, why do
don't-
you want to be surrounded by this many women?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think of those as the same, but it's kind of the same.
They're
Like,
close. They're
yeah,
close.
exactly.
I feel like there's probably a lot of dykes at the Lutheran Sisterhood Gun Club. Let's put it that way,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
right? I mean, that's basically like the gay bar in town.
Yeah. I mean, but like,
The
I don't
shooting
even know.
range.
I don't understand the mechanics or, you know, like the hierarchies, the goings on of conservative communities. So it's like, because the Becky girl that blew up, definitely gay. But like, are all the straight girls out there just shooting guns too because there's nothing else to do? I don't know. Who
I don't
shoots guns?
know.
What's that demo?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of queer people are not shooting guns.
Right.
Yeah.
But they probably are when you live in Mount Rose, Minnesota.
True.
right?
Everybody's shooting guns. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's no way
I
to know.
mean, where
In
else are you going to
1999.
go to meet the handy dykes that are in your town? It's the Lutheran Sisterhood Gun Club, I think.
So true. It's also like, it's funny on like Becky's not like the head cheerleader. They're like, this is our choice for her.
Mhm.
Like the
Right.
most popular girl in town is like wearing a vest.
Yeah. And it's just like definitely
like a good
gay.
Patagonia,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
And-
funny choice.
Yes. And also, I mean, if we want to get on the topic of Becky, fully shot her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, Becky shot her boyfriend?
Okay,
Weird.
but
Someone did.
I think she did. But here's the thing, though. I understand that you are watching this and you are supposed to have this whole, like, oh, she was jealous of Brett because Brett was into Amber. But, A, Amber did not seem upset enough to have been into that boy. And B, it also just kind of feels a little like a boy talked to Amber and that boy has to die.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that is true.
Because they have a real will they, won't they, you know, hate, like enemies to lovers thing going on.
Trajectory. You think that Amber and Becky do?
I think Becky is madly in love with Amber and extremely jealous of Amber and Lisa's relationship.
Oh, interesting.
Becky is the
Okay.
Denise Richards character.
Yes. No, I'm looking. I realized that I think who's the one that gets blown up?
Tammy
What's-
Curry.
Tammy. Okay, great. I think I was mixing up Tammy and Becky for a while, but I know that it's Denise Richards now.
I think Denise Richards, I think she is a little jelly of the very not super closeted Amber Lisa situation that's happening. And I think she, you know, killed a man going after what she wanted.
I mean, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. And I also think Amy Adams is probably kissing everybody, right? She's just
Mm.
like, and I love it. She's intersexuality, but I think she's probably like, she and Lisa and Amber, they're getting up to some stuff when they want to, you know?
Yeah, I feel like she's very free.
Yes.
She's very free sexually. She's giving polycule.
Yes. Yeah. She's giving, yeah. And I feel
I
like
can see
she's
it.
maybe got a thing for some of the older folks too. So she could be kissing some of the older adult. I don't know. Oh yeah. Then there's the weird judge sort of predator vibes.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about
the
that.
extremely Epstein
Yeah.
files judge situation going on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a twisted film.
See, I'm telling you, and more things come to mind the more you sit with this movie. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, right.
Right. That part.
Right,
Ugh.
that part.
Mhm.
That happened.
Uh-huh.
But no, I agree. Amy Adams's character is what's her name? Leslie?
Yeah, like I
Is that
fully
right?
have to have the IMDb. Like I just have the IMDb sitting behind here because there's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
names that I cannot remember.
Because there's so many people in this movie. But no, yeah,
Mhm.
she's very much like the 1999 classic chaotic bi, right? Who's just like, I'm just into my body and other people's bodies. Yeah.
Oh, and the actress girl, like the actor, I was like another queer woman out here doing her dramatic
oh,
monologue.
God, what was her name?
For sure, her
Soylent
name
Green.
is Michelle.
Oh my God, gay as fuck.
Yeah. Michelle was really gay. And I definitely had a little crush on her for sure.
Is Michelle the one that that also got killed?
No.
No, she doesn't die. The one who dies is the deaf.
No,
the
she
signing
doesn't
one.
die. She becomes deaf.
Yeah. Sorry, she becomes deaf. How could I forget?
Yeah, because it was a whole thing where they were like,
her turn of good fortune.
They were like,
Tammy dies.
She's so happy now.
Right, so wait, Tammy dies.
Brett dies.
That's it.
Becky dies.
The ASL girl goes deaf but doesn't
Becky does
die. Annette explodes but doesn't die.
Mm-hmm. Becky dies.
Becky explodes and does die. An entire pageant gets food poisoning but doesn't die. And a reporter gets shot but I believe doesn't die. Unclear.
It's kind of dead to me, but who knows?
Unclear the outcome. We don't really get to know. We just know Amber steals her job. Okay,
right.
So I mean, listen, it's a real bloodbath of a movie.
It totally is. I feel like there is one more death, but maybe we're wrong.
I think that I guess there isn't because I'm like the thing falling on her head. I think is for the deaf one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The light falling.
But it was supposed to be Amber who was under the light.
Right. She's been targeted this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Becky's jealous.
Jealous.
And Gladys is upset.
Because Gladys is upset about the breakup from Annette.
I mean, it makes so much sense. Like, it's such like...
Okay, I have a new... Sorry, not to like derail us, but I am going to headcanon a whole backstory here because I want to.
Great.
Because one of the things that did jump out at me in this movie is you compete in the Mount Rose Miss Teen America pageant at age 17. So they make a big deal out of the fact that Gladys won at 17. And they say during her thing that she's like, 17 years ago, I was crowned Miss Teen America Mount Rose. And Becky is 17, right? So here's my new headcanon is that Gladys, hot on the heels of her victory as the All-American Miss Teen America, really was like feeling increased scrutiny and felt like she had to get even further in the closet, which leads to the ever regrettable, I'll just sleep with some guy to prove how hetero I am, gets pregnant immediately, right? And now is shackled to this horrible racist man and just doubles down on the I'm a good, God-fearing American girl and has lived the rest of her life, just hiding who she is and getting more and more angry and filled with rage.
Love it.
I'm on board with that. I love that. I think that's absolutely what's happening. Completely.
Yes.
And also, I do think that her little underling is in love with her. So
yes,
100%. Iris, the one that's always working for her, definitely big crush. And I think she's jealous because at some point, Amber says, I hate you, screams that at Becky. And Iris is like, we all do. I think Iris is jealous of Becky because Becky obviously takes up more attention, more of Gladys's attention.
That makes so much sense. So much sense.
Just telling it how I see it.
Okay, Ellie, do you have anything to add, or should we take a quick break before we dive into Amber and Lisa? Because we're going to have some thoughts.
Quick break, yes.
Okay, I think it's time because we haven't gotten to the real entree of this movie, the real meat here, which obviously is Amber and her girlfriend Lisa. And I feel like just before we dive into the two of them, I think we should shout out, because we've talked a little bit about Tammy Curry, who I think is our also canonical lesbian of the film. I feel like we should shout out the other canonical queer rep, which is Lisa's gay brother.
Yes, absolutely. Peter, I think?
I think it's Peter. And the scene where she keeps going through all the photos of Peter in drag as various iconic divas honestly might be one of the funniest parts of the movie to me.
Oh my God, I love it. As Barbara, as Liza.
As Barbara. And just the constant turning of the photos around, I think is again, that is just peak comedy to me. That scene can do no wrong. It's perfect. So shout out to Peter. Peter is gay.
Yes. I also love her just screaming gay.
And the immediate wait, what?
Yeah.
From the dad is so good. It's so
And
good.
I don't know if you remember this line, and I feel like it's like you could miss it, but she was like, the only reason they had me was because Peter needed that extra
Oh my
kidney or
God.
whatever.
I mean, just
Yeah.
incredible.
We do anything for Peter.
Incredible.
I also just feel like genetically, like, do you know people? I feel like there are quite a few families where like everyone's gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I know,
all the-
I have friends like that, 3 sisters that are gay and the mom's queer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel like it just makes sense. Like, she's like, I love my gay brother, and like, I can't wait to move to New York so I can finally be myself.
Yeah. With my
Like,
Diane Sawyer
with-
girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
with
true.
my gay brother and my girlfriend.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
her entire, it was just making me laugh too, because I was like, her entire room's like honestly giving my high school bedroom. Like, the like, hi, Heart, New York. I was like, I'm getting out of this town.
I'm gonna make it in the Big Apple.
Mhm. And it's
yeah,
just like
that feels right.
It's a very, I feel like, queer kind of attraction to New York.
Yeah. Well,
For
and also like
sure.
a queer worship of her older gay brother, right? Because, like, let's be real, a lot of people in Montrose, Minnesota seem like they'd maybe have a couple issues with Peter, right? And she's just
Mhm.
like, oh my God, here is Peter in this, wig and dress. He's got better legs than I do. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, she loves her gay brother.
She loves her gay brother.
And another little, it could be a sign of queerness when she's doing the interview and that guy's, dick is out. She starts laughing maniacally. She's like
That
really nervous
is
around penises,
It's nervous, but not in like a this doesn't matter to me. Like, do you know what I mean? That is actually a
Yeah.
very, very dykey response to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just maniacal laugh. Just like
is to just
cracking
laugh
up.
at a man's penis.
Yeah, I've done it for sure.
That feels
Yeah.
right. That feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, she's not like scandalized and she's not like
Excited. She's not
Excited?
intrigued by it.
No.
She's just
No,
like,
she's
that's
just
silly.
cracking up at it.
Yeah.
Actually. So
She's like hysterical. Who would want to see that?
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
funny.
Yeah, that
that
makes a lot of
actually is
sense.
extremely gay.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Yeah.
not remembered that.
yeah, can't
Yeah.
forget that part.
I also just feel like her wardrobe, I mean, we talked about like the final outfit, but I feel like most of her outfits were giving gay.
I feel like she's gay in everything she's ever in. I don't know
She
why.
really is.
There is just something about Brittany Murphy that like they always seem to cast her and dress her like she's gay.
Right.
Mhm.
And not just any variety of gay, but like the specific like 90s grunge gay.
Yeah, like,
Absolutely.
particularly, I'm looking at a picture of her in like a zip up hoodie
Yeah.
with just like a solid color shirt. It's like basically what you're wearing right now, Lee.
This is not a hoodie. My hoodie's upstairs. And do I wear that specific outfit you just described a lot? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's still a vibe. It still hits in 2026. It's fine. It's good.
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, what? Clueless, this, kind of Girl Interrupted, maybe. Is she kind of giving
Yeah.
queer vibes? I don't know. Everyone feels gay in that too. But yeah, that really was her vibe. But then I feel like it really changed kind of later in life. And obviously sad.
Yeah, like Uptown Girl is maybe not as much.
No, she went very
She-
femme.
She's in her
Mhm.
femme era there. It's okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's cool
okay.
too. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like her first outfit, is like Doc Martens.
The hoodie, it's the black hoodie with the white zip up, white zipper and white like pull, like drawstring pulls.
Uh-huh.
And I own that hoodie. We all own that hoodie. Don't lie to yourself, gays. You have that hoodie. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
like a baseball tee vibe she's got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, because as I'm looking at these pictures, I don't know if any of this is gay. But do you think that any of the things, I can't remember all of them, but like remember when they were like doing the like, this is my favorite thing about America, like the Mount
Mhm.
Rushmore.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I forget what each of them is, but are any of those gay?
Yes, for sure. So what do we got? So there's Mount Rushmore, there's Lady Liberty, I think is Brittany Murphy's, right? She has like a Lady Liberty hat. There's the giant ball of
Yarn.
Twine? Yarn?
Yeah,
or twi-
yeah.
What is it?
That's gay. Like how many
Amy Adams is
crocheting gays do we know in
is
this
going
life?
full phallic, of course.
Right. Washington Monument.
Washington Monument. Kirsten Dunst is like Amber's is just a map. It's something about like being able to be who you are regardless of where you're from or something.
I do feel like at some point we do have to discuss the ball of yarn girl who's obsessed with who does dog calls for her, like dog barks for her talent.
What's her name?
It's giving queer neurodivergent.
Tess, is that Tess?
I think that's Tess.
Yeah.
But she gets like, she's like icing her crotch at some point. She gets because she was attacked by a dog. She was attacked by a dog and skin from her butt was put on her stomach.
Yes.
Right.
Tess is a very specific, queer vibe that like we don't not have in the community. Okay.
Yeah.
She's one of us. She's all of us. Who are we kidding?
Right.
The ball of yarn is hilarious. I'm also like, there's a picture of Denise Richards at a Comic-Con with somebody who was wearing that cosplay, which is hilarious. Somebody like did the cosplay of the ball of yarn.
Oh, of the ball of yarn. That's
I'm like,
incredible.
whoever that is, I love you.
Oh my God.
That's extremely like the whole, I know we're a little past Halloween, but the like I hate gay Halloween, like what do you mean near the ball of yarn?
Yeah.
Like that's where we're at.
Yes.
That's very that. Absolutely. She had like an iconic sort of like, like short sleeved button up with dogs on it. I was like, that's some gay shit I'd wear for sure. You know? We love Tess.
Just every single one of them.
I
Queer.
also really, while we're talking about the pageant stuff that's gay, I feel like we should really shout out their fitness routine outfits that are the gayest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God, I
life.
thought that too. The backwards cap.
They're in like muscle tanks, backwards caps, like it's a whole lot.
Absolutely. That was I clocked that for sure. It was like, okay, this is the gayest part of the movie so far for sure. I mean, like besides all the rest of the gay stuff, but like aesthetically speaking, it was like pretty on point.
No, yeah, it's straight up like Dykes doing like a Backstreet Boys cosplay, right? Like, yeah,
that's it. That's what it was.
Okay, talk to us about Amber.
Amber. Okay, talk to you about her just in terms of her queerness.
Yes. I mean, we talked about her two gay moms, but I feel like we haven't really dug into like her sexuality.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think she's just one of those, like, I think she's like a genuine, she's like real, she's so earnest, and she's just like, I don't think like her focus has been romance up until this point, but I think she sees Lisa and she understands like they're connected on that like best friend level. When you're in a pageant with someone, we all know the vibe. You get close, you're going through the same drills and exercises, and I feel like they just have this very natural best friend connection, so she's sort of like, I think Amber's a little bit like realizing over the course of the movie that she's gay, and she's sort of like, oh, who is this woman who's come into my life and given me her costume, and sacrificed her own journey, to afford me this opportunity. And so I think she's sort of falling in love with Lisa, and she's okay with it. She's chill about it, And I think like, honestly, I think she's a really balanced character. And I think like she's going to find some true love pretty soon. Like,
with another anchor. What do you think?
Maybe with another anchor. Cause I think Lisa will join Peter in the big city. I guess maybe Amber ends up there, but I do see their paths sort of diverging at some point. I think she'd find it with another anchor or just someone that's like more of a rock to her star, I think she's the star and she's got to find a rock. And Lisa might honestly be a star in her own right,
She's
it might be too much. It might be too much star power between the two of them at the end of
too
the day.
explosive.
Yeah, too explosive.
Yeah.
Lisa and her brother are gonna stage a queer Broadway review somewhere in New York, and
exactly. I think Amber's like just like a cute little earnest queer that's figuring it out as she goes along and is open to the journey.
Yeah, I feel like also she's giving, it's like the same way that like, what's the guy, Brett? Like she's like, I
Yeah.
have a crush on Brett. It's like she's just like, I have a crush on like this boy who I'm supposed to have a crush on.
Right.
It's
And
just
you
because he talked to
don't.
her. Well, and that's she looks more like you see more emotion from Amber at him cleaning off his tray by himself than at him dying after asking her out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Totally.
I also just feel like I really do vibe on the pre-gay relationship. Like I do feel like it is definitely like a pre-gay situation where like they're so comfortable with each other and they're like so platonically close that like they don't even think about it. Like the fact that they fully kissed on the mouth, like me and my fiance were watching it and we were like, did they just kiss? Because like the way that they kissed was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, love ya.
Right. Right.
Like it was so like I'm wondering almost if like the actors improvised it.
Oh, interesting. Like it just came naturally to them. in
Yeah,
that
they were
moment.
like whatever feels right next in the scene, and they were like kiss, and then they just like because it was so like she
Yeah.
gave her the outfit and she would kiss her and then went on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was giving
Yeah.
like you're been together for 5 years, or you're those like early gay friendships when you don't realize you're gay, but you're like always holding hands.
Right. Right. That
And you're
yeah,
like, we kissed, but like it didn't mean anything. Like, yeah,
Yes.
I would kiss all my friends. Like,
Yeah,
no,
we
you
went
wouldn't.
to prom together, but like
Yeah.
just as friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. No story.
Yeah.
I mean, story of my childhood. A lot
Mhm.
of that happening. Soccer camp,
Yeah.
musical theater camp. Yeah.
Pageants.
Pageants.
Cesspool for gays.
Yeah, exactly. Who knew? We did.
They're everywhere. We saw it. Yeah, and I feel like it's like the ultimate. She makes the ultimate sacrifice at the end. She sacrifices herself for her girlfriend.
Exactly.
It's a
She
beautiful
gives her
story.
that costume to move forward. It is. And I think that I'm wary of saying more people should watch it because of
Yeah.
Because of everything
it's
about
everything
it.
else.
Like I
But
would say,
there's
like
something there.
the problematic level of it is like pretty
It's
high.
high.
Pretty high.
Yeah.
It's pretty high. Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
But
It's
we
really up there.
made it. We all
Mhm.
made it. And that's
Mhm.
the important thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think if you made Drop Dead Gorgeous again, made it gay, took out all of the
All the
offensive things about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
It
a
would
great
hit.
film. It
It would
hit.
slap. It would slap,
It would
as the
hit.
youth say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Have they done another Drop Dead Gorgeous?
I do not think so. I would be shocked.
I feel like I saw like when I was Googling it, I was like Drop Dead Gorgeous #2. But I don't think that there ever was a sequel.
Drop Dead Gorgeous the musical.
The musical. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it would hit. They
I could
just need
definitely
to
see it
change
going.
like everything about it.
Yeah, exactly. Start from scratch. Then we're good.
Oh god.
I am curious now to see because the person who wrote Drop Dead Gorgeous also wrote the story. Okay. Wrote the story for a movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse that came out in 2015. So I'm like 2015 possibly less problematic, but I guess didn't write the whole movie. So who knows? Who
Okay.
knows? It really does
yeah.
have its moments though, this movie. I got to say. I mean,
I do think it is regarded as a bit of a cult classic, but I think
Yeah.
maybe similar to us, it's like people have not seen it in a while, so they say that, but then maybe they don't really know what they're talking. Like, they don't
Yeah.
know what's actually going
our
on.
brains have a tendency to forget a lot of the deeply, deeply problematic stuff that we grew up just absolutely inundated by. You
I
know?
know, it's
Mhm.
shocking. It really is shocking, but I guess it
Yeah.
makes sense. Like when you don't know or aren't told something's problematic, you're not like, you're not processing it as such in that
No.
moment. So it just doesn't
Yeah.
hit like that. But then
I also
now
feel
I'm
like it's like
"Whoa."
I feel like there's also just like a group of comedians who all agreed that these jokes were funny,
Yeah.
throw them in. Like, and it's just a different landscape, Other things can
Absolutely.
be funny without punching down,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but they weren't in 1999.
No, they
No.
were punching real down.
yeah.
Mhm.
And people were laughing.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other gay things before we head into our ships? I mean, there's so like we talked about pretty much every character.
Yeah. No, I think we covered all the gay. It's all of it.
Okay, so let's discuss. We've already sort of said it, but if you're gonna pick your top ship, Who's your favorite couple in Drop Dead Gorgeous?
I think actually it has to be Annette and Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they're a healthy.
yeah, and it's just like they're just like, I don't know, they've got a vibe. They're having fun together. They're supporting each other. They know what they want and they're getting it. That's the vibe and like, and I love Alice and Danny so much. So it's hard to, I know that shouldn't factor in, but that's my favorite. How do I say it? That's who I ship.
Yes, that's who you ship. Now, do you have a ship name for them, and do you know how to construct the portmanteau ship names?
Yeah. So can it be like, what could correct portmanteau be? Lynetta? Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Or Lorette? Well, I can keep going. Or Annetta? I think I like Lynetta.
Yeah, I think Lynetta's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
they have
I
a name
ship
that
Lynetta.
flows nice.
Yeah,
flows nicely
sure.
together. So I feel like that makes sense. Also, I'm like, I know this is an aside, but you were in a movie with Alice and Jenny, no?
Oh yeah, I had a line in the movie with Alice and Jenny, but it was spoken directly to her, and so I did get to like hang out with her a little bit, and she's like the nicest person in the whole world. She's just,
and we're all jealous because I mean, like, what an icon! What an icon!
She's the total icon. My friend's actually on a TV show with her now. She plays her assistant, and she's just like, yep, she's the best person ever.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to know that someone you really enjoy watching their stuff is also a good person. You know?
Totally. I remember when we were like, no, it doesn't go together always. No. But we were going over lines and she was like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm saying. My whole time on West Wing, it was like, politics. Who knows what's going on? And I was like, yeah, right. She was like, I gotta get in an improv class or something. And I was like, no, you don't, Allison. And then I made a joke. I was like talking about me on airplanes, and I was saying like, I'm always so gassy on airplanes. I'm just like constantly farting. And she was like, so it's you who's always stinking up the joint on those. And I was like, sorry. It was a fun
You got
time.
to make fart jokes with Alice and Jenny. That's
I did.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was nice.
Ellie, who would you ship in Drop Dead Gorgeous? Who's your top pick?
For me, it's the Amber Lisa. I love them together. I think they're a very sweet couple. Like, it's giving similar vibes to Loretta and Annette, but like, they're just figuring things out. Amsa.
Okay.
Or Lisa.
Okay. Limber.
Or
Limber
Limber.
could work.
Or Lambert.
Limber or Lambert, yeah. It's not the best, but it works. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about you, Lee?
Well, I guess since we've done the obvious two, I'm gonna just throw out the Becky Amber that could have been.
Yeah, totally.
I think if Becky didn't meet her untimely end, getting roasted on top of a giant swan float, I bet that they really could have been something. Once she got past the jealousy, once she got out of the gun club and realized that there's a whole world beyond Mount Rose,
Absolutely. Yeah. And what is that? What's that name?
Bember.
Bember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Bamber. Cute.
It works. What about Tammy? I mean, untimely.
I know
but
the obvious.
Do we ship Tammy with anyone?
I'm gonna choose to believe, while I headcanon more of this movie, I'm gonna choose to believe that Tammy and Tess were an item, and
their ship
that
name
just
is Tess.
Feels right to me.
Yeah,
that just feels correct, and I'm going to elaborate not at all.
That's fine. No need to corroborate your claims.
Yeah. No evidence presented.
So. No,
perfect.
But Tammy was gay, and that's for sure.
Oh, Tammy was 100% gay.
I'm sure of that more than I'm sure of almost anything in my life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we head into our Q and gay? Are we ready?
Q and gay.
Question number 1. What would your pageant talent be? A, tap. B, singing. C, line dancing. Or D, dog barks.
Oh, I'm gonna go with my real answer would be singing. I can sing a little bit, but dog barks would be the aspirational answer, because I have been interested in being able to make noises that aren't human. I want to be able to really accurately bark.
Is it just dogs that you're interested in? What are the other non-human life forms that you're trying to imitate?
I mean, the low-hanging fruit is going to be birds there, right? do some
Sure.
mimic some good bird calls.
I think like what's really coming to mind for me is like those Instagram videos where they're like, I don't know, like imitating like God, there are so many of them. I can't remember now, but like imitating like a pig, imitating like a bird, imitating like a woman in a certain scenario. Like people are out there with all these contests happening. I just want to be able to like imitate a lot of different things.
Convincingly make
impressionist.
non-human
Yes.
sounds. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love this.
Yes.
Add that to
Now
the comedy arsenal.
on the I can sing a little bit front. Now if we compare to Becky's like whisper talk singing, you know, while cradling Jesus lovingly in her arms, like are we above that, below that? What are we thinking?
I'm going to confidently say I'm quite above that.
Great.
I'm quite above
Good.
that.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm
the
trying
second
to like.
she started that song, I like almost fell out of my seat.
Oh yeah, it was. I didn't remember it being that bad.
It was so bad.
No, I'm trying to. One of my goals in 2026 is to like sing more and not be afraid to make mistakes when I sing, because I do. I will say I do think I have a quite good voice, but I'm really afraid to like mess up, and so I'm trying to embrace the mess more. You know.
There you go.
That's
You know?
good.
Yeah.
You have to let go of it to like have fun.
Yeah.
There's only so much technique that you can do. You just have to just get on stage and do it.
For sure. I don't know if I'm like allowed to say this, but I do think I'm a better singer when I'm stoned, which is an interesting thing.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, great. I don't know.
We're not here to narc.
Like,
Like,
you're
what
not,
do you-
like, I
What do you
know,
think
like,
this is?
I think I'm like a really good high singer.
Hello, police.
Wow.
We actually
Yeah,
She
no.
smokes legal weed.
Yeah, what? No, I think just like I'm less self-conscious and I'm not listening to myself as much. But sometimes I will record myself singing when I'm high and I'll look back and I'll be like, that's not it either, you know?
Yeah.
But
whatever
in
you
the
have to do.
moment, it's great, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's the same way that like a lot of people would like have like one drink before they perform.
Yeah.
Just like loosen it
Yeah.
up a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Not me.
Sometimes
I
I'll do
can't
that.
do that. I like to be
I'll do that
fully
for
sober,
comedy. I mean,
but-
I do that for a stand-up show. I don't do that for like play or something.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, question 2, Olivia. How would you
Okay.
take out the competition to get to the top? A, heavy equipment explosion. B, home explosion. Or C, parade float explosion.
I think parade float explosion. I think that's the most dramatic. And I'm a pretty dramatic person. I might seem a little
Make the
chill right now,
statement.
but I'm pretty dramatic.
It was so public, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like also this is kind of a sick thing to say, but like there's some element of like, was that supposed to happen? That's kind of enticing. Like if a float blows up, you're like, oh, is this like the pyrotechnics of it all that's supposed to be a part of it? And then you don't really know. Should we go check on the person? Yeah.
You'd like to not just die publicly, but like instill a little bit of guilt when people look back on their initial response to it.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
It's good.
Question number
Yeah.
3, a little less murderous. Could
Yeah.
you name and spell all 50 states? Yes or no?
I was thinking about
And
this.
you don't have to do it. And you don't have to do it right now.
Well, when
No,
I
you
tried
don't
to do
have
it
to-
with her,
That is what's next. The next
when I
one
did
is,
it with her,
you know, do it.
I immediately fucked up. Like I went from Alabama to Arkansas real fast.
Oh,
And
no.
there are
Oh, no.
a couple in between. So I think if you gave me the time, I would get close. I would maybe leave out like 2, maybe 3.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would take some practice for sure. I couldn't do it at this exact moment.
I used to play the states game with my ex. We're just write down
Your
see who
fracs,
could-
your best
with
friends.
my best fracs.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, that
Great.
one.
Bring it back.
Yeah. So I'm practiced a bit.
Amazing.
Okay, important question. Question 4. Pick a theme out of A, Buy American. B, USA is A-OK. C, Proud to be an American. Or D, Amer I Can.
I think definitely I Can. That's like a nice, it's sort of like anything that's kind of self-starting or like I got this vibe, I feel like is very me, you know? So even though it's I Can, I just see it as a live I can, you know?
Olivia.
That's
I
good.
think the moment
Pick
I
a
mentioned
theme.
weed
Bye.
as like a thing,
You literally
I started to
got
sound high. Like I'm not high, but now I sound high. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a placebo high.
She's actively smoking right now.
Right. She's
is
like
what
ripping
we're
a
telling you.
huge
She's
bong right now. As she's saying that.
officers. I
Yeah.
see her. I see it. It's happening in front of us.
Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, American.
Beautiful. In this spirit of sharing embarrassing stories, I shared an embarrassing one earlier. Off camera listeners, you will never hear it. When I was
But it's
in
on video, Ellie, so don't forget.
When I was in college, I was in a sorority and I was just joining the sorority, and there were older girls in the sorority that I really wanted to like me. And I was like, they're cool. I want to hang out with them. And they were like, here, take this gravity bong. They filled up a whole, when you fill up
oh yeah,
what's it called? Like a 2-liter soda can bottle.
Yeah.
And so they were like, take this gravity bong. It was me, these two girls in my sorority, and then these random football players that they were friends with who I was definitely out of the closet at this point. So super gay, not really wanting to hang out with these football guys, but wanted to hang out with these girls.
Yeah.
Take a huge rip, get so crazy paranoid.
Yeah.
You know how people have especially when you're smoking in a college dorm room, talk about the police, but you have to put a towel under the door. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because you're trying to not have the smoke leave.
Yeah.
So there was a towel under the door. I get so paranoid. I'm not speaking at all, fully nonverbal. I just get up. It's a very small room. There's 5 of us. Get up, walk out. Don't tell people that I'm leaving or why I'm leaving. Start opening the door, but I can't open the door because the towel is stuck.
Oh my god!
I ended up opening it just enough so I could slide through the door.
That's so funny.
Then I left.
Oh my god! Amazing.
I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I will never do that again.
Ellie's just going home and Febrezing herself repeatedly for the next hour. You know?
Yeah.
No, I fully just basically flat Stanley through the door.
Oh my god. Love that for you.
Yeah. Okay, but yes, here, final question.
Great.
Question number 5. Who's the gayest? A, Amber, B, Becky, C, Gladys, or D, Loretta? Hard
Honestly,
question, I know.
in my gut, I want to say Gladys.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of my gut. That's my gut, and I'm going to go with my gut.
Go with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that better too in 2026.
Gay doesn't have to mean out and proud, you know?
No. Often doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially not in Mount Rose, Minnesota.
Yeah.
The
So
aggressive closet is
home
so gay.
of Frida, the world's oldest Lutheran.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she's dead, but
You don't know that. The sign's up.
Yeah.
What a movie. Well, Olivia, thank you so much for suggesting this film, talking about how gay it was with us. This was so fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
And let our
a gay
listeners
film.
know, where can they find you on all the things? Where can they find stuff you've got coming up? If they want to come see your show in the Bay with me, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's I think my Instagram is always going to have the most stuff. And that's at Olivia Levine 19. And my website, I guess, is probably useful too, olivia-levine.com. But Instagram's the most up to date, I'd say.
Perfect. Can't wait to see the One Woman Show.
I'm ready. March, here I come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll through.
What a blast. We love hearing from you and building community, so we want to shout out some of our favorite things each episode. We would like to shout out one of our Patreon supporters, Fitz, who after our 2020 Chicks episode created a Hope-style poster with a coffin based on a joke we made in our 2020 Chicks episode that I will not repeat here, but if you've seen it...
For legal purposes.
I shall not repeat, but you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It was
Fitz. It hit.
As always, we want to thank our Lesbian Jesus patrons, Mark Foster,
Lizette Stye,
Adi Benitez,
Sophia Phillips,
and Armani Gucci,
and our King Princess patrons, Amy and Ellen,
and Andrea Doucette. Thank you all so much. We could not keep making this show without your support and the support of all of our patrons.
Remember, you can also find us on all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Lez Hang Out Pod.
You can email us at lezhangoutpod@gmail.com.
You can check out our website at lezhangoutpod.com.
Whatever app you use to listen to podcasts, make sure that you subscribe. That way you'll be the first to know when new episodes go up.
We also post videos on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/lezhangoutpod to catch them.
Lez Hang Out is an independently produced show hosted by us with audio production by Ellie. Our production assistant is Kristen Murison, and other podcasting shenanigans are done by me.
If you want to support the podcast, the easiest and freest way to do that is to rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you listen to our podcast. We love to hear what you have to say.
If you want to help support us financially, you can join our Patreon. You get access to our Patreon bonus episodes. You get access to our Discord chat. You can find that at bit.ly/LezPatreon.
If you want to get some Lez Hang Out merch, it's never a bad time to get a shirt that says you're gay. You can get that at bit.ly/LezMerch.
Remember, we also have a queer production company making queer podcast musicals with guaranteed happy endings. You can find us everywhere at Dollar Bean Prod.
Or at our website, dollarbeanproductions.com.
You can check out our first 2 shows, The Flame and Journey to the Heart, on any podcasting app.
If you want to help supporting us and making more musicals, you can join our Patreon at bit.ly/dollarbeanpatreon.
If you want to follow us individually, you can find me on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok at LSH Foster.
And you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Ellie Brigida. With that, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee. And let's hang out again soon.
Let's hang out.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death, the horror comedy game show where nothing is sacred, everything's a little unhinged, and the only thing more cursed than the questions are the jokes. I'm Roz Hernandez, your fearless host, and each week I'll be leading a brave group of guests through twisted horror trivia, improv games, and enough sarcastic banter to make you question all your life's choices. So come for the screams, stay for the snark. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you. In the meantime, don't get tickled to death.